been such a long time since Sri Lanka has been here, obviously. Where were you and how do you remember the last Test match? Made headlines here. How do you remember it?
I think if I'm not mistaken, it's been over 17 years. And the last time we played a Boxing Day was 1995. And I was just a little kid, watching TV, those legends playing, and I was enjoying myself.
Angelo, are you guys aware of what this Boxing Day means, the meaning of Boxing Day?
Well, to be honest, I've actually heard so many things, and I'm not really sure of it. Yeah, sorry.
And over the years you have come up with some solid contributions in the middle order at number 6. How have you seen your development as a middle order batsman in recent times, and what has helped you to come up with those significant contributions?
I think I've worked really hard with Marwan, our batting coach, also, and recently I've been getting those 70s and 80s, which I'm really crossed with myself, because I need to try and convert those 70s 80s into big ones, because I think I'm not doing any good for the team by scoring 70s or 80s and getting out, or not doing doing anything good for myself as well. So I think I need to try and convert those 70s and 80s into big ones.
Yeah, what's missing in terms of making that extra little bit to make it to 100? What do you need to do?
Well, I think it's just the concentration. I'm not saying that I'm losing concentration, but it's just that after 70s and 80s, I just need to get prepared mentally, specifically to try and get that final distance, and I'm pretty sure if I get 100, I'll start scoring more hundreds.
You've been obviously marked as the future Sri Lanka captain, and Mahela is stepping down after this series. Are you ready to take over the captaincy of a full time?
Well, I think as I always said before, it's totally up to the selectors, and if they think I'm ready for it, I'll probably might take it. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes, because Mahela has done a wonderful job and it is not easy to try and take those reins and do as well as Mahela, but it will be a tough challenge. But let's see how it goes.
Do you think you are prepared for the challenges?
As far as I'm concerned, yeah, I think I'm pretty much prepared, and if they offer me the captaincy, I'll probably take it.
Angelo, you guys arrived here a couple of days earlier than the Australians. You've had a couple of extra net sessions. Do you go into this test more confident than Hobart?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in Hobart as well, I thought the batters and the whole team did pretty well on that demanding wicket, and I thought the wicket was playing a bit of tricks as well. So we held our nerves, but unfortunately the last 10 overs we just couldn't hold on. So it's just a matter of getting prepared and try and moving on.
The MCG, Angelo, is one of the biggest stages in Test cricket. What does it mean to Sri Lankan cricket, I guess, to be back on such a great arena after such a long time?
And definitely, I think we've earned it. We've played some really good cricket in the recent past, and Test one day, you name it, we have been there, got into four finals of the World Cup, and I think we've earned our spot playing at the MCG, and I think it's an honor and pleasure playing at the MCG. Well, definitely on a Boxing Day.
Yeah, just going back to the captaincy, what would Angelo Mathews bring to the table as a captain?
I think it's just a mixture of things. I have my own ways as well as we take decisions as a team and not any as individuals. So we try and all the time talk with the team and talk with the management, talk to the senior guys, and make those decisions. But yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, I have my own ways as well.
Your last Christmas you were in Durban. This Christmas you were in Durban. How much are you missing spending time with family for Christmas at home?
Yeah, definitely. I think I miss my family as well. Especially on Christmas days and New Year's, because last year we were in South Africa, and this year we're in Australia. And if I'm not mistaken, we are in Dubai next year as well. So I think we're going to miss three New Years and Christmases put on the trot.
I'm not sure if you've been informed that Jackson Bird has been announced that he will actually play for Australia. A young fella like that with the new ball on the big stage here at the MCG, do you look to attack him and see him as a weakness if he gets nervous?
Well, I think we need to try and get hold of his videos and try and analyze him and look to see how it goes, because if he's a good bowler, to play for Australia he has to be a good bowler, so we can't take him lightly. We have to be we have to mark our guard on him as well, try and be careful and try and take on the challenge.
Yeah.
Thanks. Angelo, I know that this is the first time that Sri Lanka has played a test match in Australia, and it completed the 5 days. Unfortunately, you lost the match, but you held on. You would have continued for a good draw, which would have been good as a win. On Boxing Day, what do you reckon? Like, you bat first, or you prefer to field? Because you're going to expect the Boxing Day crowd, and it's a traditional thing in Australia. You will get 70,000-80,000 coming, and they would like to see Sri Lankans perform. So, what do you think? Bat or?
We haven't had a look at the wicket. We need to have a look at the wicket first, but I think if it's a good track, we'll I personally would like to bat first if it's a good track and put the runs on the board first. But we'll have to see how it plays, and we have to see how the wicket is, and then try and decide.
Kumar Sangakkara is 40 runs away from becoming the 10th man to 10,000 test runs. What sort of a role model has he been to young players like you, and how much have you looked up to him over the years?
Yeah, I think Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela have played a huge part in the youngsters. Especially when I got into the team, they they treat us as as really good players, and they welcome us and they make us feel like home. Which is really important for a youngster, and they give us a lot of confidence as younger players, and they always try and help us out in whatever way possible. And I think Sang has been amazing, and Mahela is probably the 8th to get 10,000 each in ODIs and Test matches, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Kumar is going to be also there. So I think we would like to get him 100 this time. It's a very special game for us, and celebrate his 10,000 as well.
Angelo, how will the team be spending Christmas tomorrow, as well as having to focus on the following days' event?
Well, we need to enjoy Christmas as well, so probably we'll have a small get together tonight, and try and ease off tomorrow, because we need to get ready for the Boxing Day as well, so which is important, and also it's very important to celebrate Christmas, because it's also very important.
Angelo Mathews was quoted in today's newspaper saying that Nathan Lyon shouldn't be feared, and that he's perhaps a weakness in the Australian team. Is that how you view Nathan
Sorry,
Lyon?
man, I didn't get you. Sorry.
Murray was in today's newspaper
Yep.
quoted as saying Nathan Lyon is someone that you shouldn't fear, is a weakness in the team. Do you see it that way, that someone you can attack?
Well, I think in the subcontinent we play a lot of spin, and here the wickets don't turn as much as the subcontinent. So as long as it's the first 3 days, I think we shouldn't worry about him, but we should also keep an eye on him, because he can be a good bowler, and definitely on the 4th and 5th days he might come into play. So we need to keep an eye on him as well.